Rivers State, Nigeria from 29th May 1999 to the 29th of May 2007. Duke was born to Henry Etim Duke, a great fan of Walt Disney, and the second indigenous after Ayodele Dion, and the longest ever serving Controller General, then referred to as Chairman Board of Customs and Excise Duties of the Nigerian Customs Service. Donald Duke entered into public governance for the very first time in the year 1991, when he was appointed as a member of the Board of Directors of Voice of Nigeria. This was followed by another appointment in the year 1992 by Governor Clement D. Ebrey as a member of the Cross River State Executive Council and Commissioner for Finance, Budget and Planning. After this short tenure due to a change in government, he returned to private life, in the course of which he became the chairman of the Allied Merchants and Brokers Limited, a sole Africa franchisee for US-based Uncle Ben's Rice. He is also currently a member of the Coalition for Nigeria movement led by former President Olusegun Obasanjo that seeks to reposition Nigeria's socio-political space. He has been engaged by other states since 2007 as a consultant for transformation and beautification projects. Duke, a lawyer, also forayed into the world of business as the chairman of the Allied Merchants and Brokers, a sole Africa franchise for US-based Uncle Ben's Rice. In the area of legal practice, Duke teamed up with friends to establish the Lagos-based law partnership of Onia and Duke. Through the practice, he was able to manage the family's shipping business when he became Chief Executive Officer of Hedgehog International Limited. An interesting aspect of former Governor Donald Duke's life is his flair for music and his skill in playing the saxophone. He's also a delight to watch when he plays and sings jazz. Donald Duke is married to Owenari, the former First Lady of Cross River State, board member of the United Bank for Africa, and leader of several empowerment programs. They are blessed with 3 daughters.
Nelson Plus TV Africa.
My pleasure.
It's a few months to the general elections in 2019. What's your take on the political scene in Nigeria as we inch towards the general elections?
Well, the activities are getting heightened. There are a lot of folks like me crisscrossing the country and selling their views. But beyond that, there's one critical element that we all need to address as a nation: the productivity of the average Nigerian. Governments may be bashful and boast that we have the largest economy on the continent, but that's really a factor of numbers, because we're about 200 million people. Even if we're a quarter of our productivity, we'll still be the largest economy on the continent. The next country in terms of population is Ethiopia, and that's 100 million. So we're twice the population of the nearest country to ours. But the productivity of the average Nigerian is dismal, and that's what we need to address: how we can grow an economy that each and every one of us is a participant of, and that would take care of all the challenges we have as a nation: the strife, the issues of Boko Haram, the kidnap, and all this. It all has to do with unfulfillment by Nigerians, and so the restiveness is a product of that.
You belong to the political class, and we've recently seen a gale of defections in the Nigerian political sphere. And how much of this defection is about the interests of the Nigerian people, and what does it mean for our democracy? You used to be a member of the PDP yourself.
The defections actually are reflective upon the immaturity of our political system. Parties are not based on any ideology or beliefs. They are seen simply as platforms upon which one wants to express his or herself. And so until you have a political system that allows for internal democracy, that does not allow for your fortunes to be dependent on the goodwill of others, right? And that is ideologically based, you'll keep on having defections from here and there. Now, in politics, regardless of what system you're on, you'll have defections, but not in the mass in which we have. Because if you take mature democracies, they have people moving back and forth, but it's more on ideological leanings than you have today. In our case, we don't have political parties, we have political platforms. And so you seek a platform that would enable you to express your desire or prefer you with an opportunity to achieve what you're seeking. So it's not, it's, I want to believe it's the infantile or immature status of our polity. With time, it will mature and we'll go beyond this.
We're in our 19th year of uninterrupted democratic experience, and we've never had it this long. What is the difference? What has changed in Nigerian politics from the time you were governor to this present day? Would you say